Hello everyone, I am Johnnyman. Welcome back. Let's get playing. Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Johnnyman, and as promised, we're going to do a little mini episode to talk about fishing. In particular, we're going to talk about the fish farm. So let's get to it. Just a little quick update. In between episodes, I expanded out the storage area, and as you see, I've built up some chests. I managed to find some cows to get to get what I needed to make the picture frames or the item frames, and I like to categorize what's in each chest. So we're starting to get organized, which is really good. And I think, what else did I do? I did one other thing. Oh yes, I expanded this garden out. I made it really big, and I actually only had enough to fill it up with crops about halfway, maybe a little bit less. And as you can see, the villagers have gone crazy, and they have filled it up for me, which is really good. So we'll go to it later on, and we'll harvest all that and replant it, and we'll just keep storing all the food in the chests near each one, and then, as I say, we'll use that when we need to feed the villagers to make the village grow. But what we want to do this episode first is I want to talk about the fish farm, because what we really need the fish farm for, and if you remember, I was telling you how when you're fishing, not only do you get fish for food, but you get little other items that you can get from fishing. You can get enchanted books, you can get bowls, you can get name tags, sometimes you get some leather armor. But really what we want are the name tags, because we need to use those name tags so we can name all these villagers, so we can keep track of how well the village is growing. And that's what we want to do. So we can do this with fishing, and it would take quite a while, but with using what's called a fish farm, we can have kind of an automated way of fishing. So do it automatically. We just have to sit there and hold the button, and all the fishing happens, and all the items get put in chests, and it's pretty cool. So I want to show you that. But first, we're going to need some stuff to do all of that. So we're going to need some string, because I'm going to have to make a fishing rod, and we're going to need that for some other stuff. If you remember when we found that abandoned mine shaft, we did find some name tags. So we do have a few, but we're going to need more to name the rest of the villagers. So we'll come back to that. So I got the string. We're going to need a bunch of iron, because we're going to have to make an anvil. And the anvil is what gets used to actually put a name on the name tag, and then you can put that name tag onto a mob, or like an animal, or a villager in this case. So I don't need to make the anvil right now, but when we do get to that point, we'll come back and do that. But for the fish farm, I do need iron for something else. I need to make an iron door, and the reason for the iron door I will explain when we get to it, but it's going to involve some redstone, because that's also what's going to make this work. Also, we need some cobblestone. Oh, I have cobblestone. We're going to need some cobblestone slabs, or just slabs of any kind. So, oops, that's a gate. We don't need a gate. We need cobblestone slabs. So we need a few of those, and we need to make some hoppers. And that's what else we need the iron for. So if you've never used a hopper before, here, let me make one. Oh, first part of the hopper, we need to make a chest. And we're going to need some other chests too, just to store stuff in. For a hopper, we need to put iron in kind of a V shape, and then we put a chest in the middle, and that makes a hopper. And there we go. Now, I could make more hoppers and expand the storage, but I'll do that another time. But for now, there we go. We have the hopper, and we have the chest, we have redstone, we have the iron door, we have some string. While we're here, actually, I might as well make fishing rod, because we're going to need a fishing rod or two to get this done. So I'll just make a couple fishing rods, just in case. I'm also going to need some tripwire hooks. Now, we can also get those fishing, but we can make them as well. So in the you know what? I'm going to just wait, because I want to show you some differences with the fishing. So I cleared out an area. Where did I clear that out? Sorry. I put a little tower so I know where my fishing pond is and where I'm going to be putting all the fishing stuff. I'm not over there. Again, I get myself twisted around. I don't know this off by heart yet, but I'm getting there. So let's just walk. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is the big fishing hole that I've made. We had a lot of water, little water spots around, so I've just kind of cleared this one off to make this where I can do normal fishing, and I will actually set up the fish farm. And it looks like my water is doing something funny here, so let's just kind of put that back. I'm not sure what's going on here. We'll just fix that. Get it nice and flat. I think there was just a piece of water missing. Oh, now I've made it worse. Oh well, you know what? I will fix that later. Not important right now. So, okay, let's get to it. So, as you may know, so let's do this. We'll do some fishing first. So, as you may know, when you fish, so let's go fishing. You wait for the bobber to go down, and when the bobber goes down, you pull in and you get a fish. Usually you'll see the bubbles of the fish going towards it, so you have a good idea when that fishing will happen. The nice thing with fishing too is sometimes you can find better fishing rods, which will make the fishing experience faster, or you'll find better loot, that kind of thing. So we'll just patiently wait here for a little bit, just so you can see. You'll eventually see the bubbles go towards it, and that's when you know a fish is going to come and bite the hook. Oh, there we go, and we got a piece of rotten flesh. So as I said, you can get some different stuff with fishing, not always fish. So I'm going to try one more time, and then we'll get to making the fish farm, and I'll talk about that too. So let's just wait, and we'll try this one more time. Hopefully it will come quickly. We'll just kind of walk around. Hello, fishies. Fishy, fishy, fishies. Okay, and sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. It's just a random time as to when the fish will come. And there we go. Oh, and I got a fish. Okay, so you get the idea. But you can also get lots of other things too. Like I said, you can get the name tags, you can get tripwire hooks, you can get bowls, you can get enchantment books to enchant things. And you'll use the anvil as well for that. You can get better fishing rods. You can get actually bows and actually enchanted bows. So there's a lot of different things you can get from fishing. So let's start making this fish farm so I can show you what it's all about. So let's get the things that I need. We're going to need some cobblestone. We need the half slabs. We will need a bucket of water too. We will need the iron door. We don't have any tripwire hooks. So you know what? We're going to have to go ahead and make a couple because I want this to work. So I want to show you. So for the tripwire hook, we need to put some iron up there. We put some sticks there. And do I not have any planks? Oh, that was my bad. I don't have any planks. I need planks for this. So let's get some planks. There we go. So planks, sticks, and iron, and 2 tripwire hooks, which is exactly what we want. So if you've never seen the tripwire hooks, what you can do is you put them on the wall opposite each other. So you put one here, and then you can put one over there. And then if you connect them with a piece of string, when something crosses that, it'll trigger the hook. The tripwire hook, it'll trigger it. And you can have that trigger to open a door. You can have redstone, which is like the little circuitry which makes something happen. So there's lots of things you can do with that. And we're going to use that because that's going to be kind of a pivotal part for this fishing farm. So I'm trying to think where I want the fishing farm. I want the fishing farm up here, maybe up higher. And then we can fish down here. I'm just trying to think because part of the fishing farm is having things end up in a chest, and I want to be able to get at that chest easily. Okay, let's just do it right here. Okay, so for the fishing farm, what we need to do is we need to first start off with a half slab. And this is where we're going to be standing. So it's half a block, right? So if I put down a piece of cobblestone beside it, you'll see that it's only half as tall, which is exactly what we want. So let's get rid of that. What I need now, too, is I need another half slab just on top of that one. So I put a block down, and I put the half slab on top of it, and now I can get rid of this block. So this is where we're going to stand to do our fishing. But we're not fishing into that water. Don't worry. We're building our little adventure, or building our little thing right now. So with that half slab, what that's going to do is this is going to help contain a bucket of water. But we're not quite there yet. What we need to do, and it's going to be hard to visualize, we need to have a chest down here, and I'll explain why in a minute. So I'm actually going to put a double chest down here. This is where, once we've done the fish with the fish farm, when you've pulled out a fish, it's going to automatically end up in the chest. And how does it automatically get in the chest? Well, it's going to get in there with a hopper, right? And if I put, there we go. I had to crouch. So if I crouch and I clicked on top of the chest, it put the hopper down. So now what the hopper does is anything that's in this or above it will get sucked into the hopper. And then if the hopper is attached to something like a chest or somewhere else where it can put the item, it will then put the item in the chest. And here, let me show you. So if I go here and I look at the chest is empty, right? Okay, great. So if I come up here and let's just say I'm going to throw those. So if I want to get rid of those and I throw them down there, You see how they landed in the hopper, they disappeared? I can look at the hopper, and the hopper does have some storage, but they're not there because the hopper took them and put them into the chest. And there they are in the chest. So that's how the hopper works. And that's going to really help us because what we're going to do now is we're going to build up our structure. So I need to crouch because I need to put a block beside it, and then on top, and then I'm going to go beside and on top. And I really don't need the blocks down here because if I have the block here, I can't open that chest. Oops, I didn't mean to drop that. So let me get rid of those because I really just needed these to come up. Because if you see, we're building up a container, sort of. We have a half slab, we have a full piece and a full piece, and we're going to have something in the back, and that's going to contain our bucket of water because the water will not spill over the half slab and it won't spill out the sides. And we're actually going to put that iron door down right here. So if I stand on top of the hopper and I just put it on that block, there. So see, there we go. So there, as you see, I've put it down. Iron doors are a little different. You know that you can't open them normally, and you usually have to use either a button or a lever to open the iron door. And we're going to get to that in a second. But that's where the tripwire hooks are going to come in. They are going to trigger a little piece of redstone that is then the redstone is going to go and open the door for us. So I'm just going to extend these out just a little bit so I can have these two ends because that's where I'm going to put the tripwire hooks. So we put that there. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to need the bucket of water. I'm going to need the string. Okay, so if we put a tripwire hook there and a tripwire hook there, now if I put a piece of string on one of them, you'll see how they're both pointing down? Well, if I put a piece of string on one, it connects them. See, now they drop down and you can see the piece of string. So now that will trigger. See, did you hear that? I'll go over it again, and if you listen, you'll hear it trigger. Right? So that's triggering the tripwire hook. It's not doing anything yet because we haven't hooked it all together. So let's do that right now. So what we need to do is we're going to put a block. See where the door is hinged? That's where it's going to open. You can see it's different on this. Well, actually it's not. We can't really tell. Well, you know what? We're going to put it here anyway and hope for the best. So what you need to do is we put a piece of redstone right on that block there. There. So now what's going to happen is this will trigger the redstone, which then opens the door. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, so we're almost there. So now that that's done, we can put the water in this little container. And the container is made up of the two pieces of cobblestone, the half slab, and the door. So, but see how it's catching on the string? So what I want to do is I just want to be down here and I'll catch on there. There. So there's the water, and that's going to be the water we actually fish at. Okay? So we're getting there. We're almost there. So we can fish this right now, and I'll show you what will happen. Now, it's not going to do the automatic fish farm stuff, but we can try to fish it, and I'll show you. So if we cast out, as you see, it's trying to, and I hit the string every now and then, and that opens the door, but that's, so I could sit here and I could catch a fish. I could catch something. We could sit there and wait, and we'll see. I'll show you what's going to happen here. There. So I don't know if you saw what happened. So the minute I caught something, it triggered the tripwire hooks, which then closed the door, which stopped me from fishing. And what happened is whatever I caught popped to the top of the water, went into the hopper, and went down in the chest. And there's the fish. It was really quick, so I don't know if you saw that, right? But I had to sit there and I kind of have to, now if I want to do it again, I have to cast out again and do it. So there's a little trick, and it's kind of a little, I guess you could call it a kind of a glitch with Minecraft. But what we need to do that is we need a note block. And if you've ever seen the note block, a note block is just something that when you tap it, it makes a note. And what's neat about the note block is, depending on what block type is underneath it, will change the kind of, I guess what you call the instrument or the sound that it's going to make. But for this purpose, we need the note block to be right behind the door. So what we need to do is we'll extend this out so that I can put the note block right there. Oh, Oh, we got a visitor. Oh, I forgot. We are in the middle of the night. I really wasn't paying attention, and I don't have my armor or weapons. Oh, I do have a sword. Well, we will just take care of this guy. I was getting so excited with showing you the fish farm that I forgot it was night and the creepy crawlies are coming out. So you know what? We're going to wait till the morning. I'm going to go back and hide in my little house and hope for the best. And we will continue again in the morning to finish the fish farm. Sorry about that. I was just getting too excited and didn't pay attention to the time. So we'll just sit here and wait. And when it's morning, we will continue. Hi everyone, we're back. It's morning time and let's continue. Just have some nice baked potatoes for breakfast here. Yummy. Okay, let's go back and hopefully we can finish this and I can show you how it works. So if you remember, we left off, I was putting the note block down. And the note block is going to be important for one reason, and you will see what that is. So remember, so a note block, as you hit it, right? Nice sounds. And so that, the sound it makes is determined by what's underneath it. And if you want to have a note block actually be there but no sound, you just put any kind of block on top of it. And if so, oops, I keep triggering things. So if I put a block on top, oops, I can't put it on top. I have to do this. And now you see the note block makes no sound, which is sort of what we're going to want, but for the time being, I'm just going to leave it like that. So there we go. So we have now completed the fish farm. Okay, so as you remember, we had two half slabs. We have a hopper to catch things that's going to put things into this chest. We have a couple pieces of cobblestone on either side of the half slab and the iron door so that those four things will contain the water so the water doesn't spill out. We've built up this little kind of U-shaped, V-shaped thing to put the tripwire hooks. We put a piece of string in between, and then we put a piece of redstone so that when the tripwire hook gets triggered, the redstone will fire and that'll close the door and kind of reset the whole thing. Now remember, we did this once, and you saw that I could fish once and I got it, and then I'd have to restart it. Well, what you can do is now with the note block, the little glitchy thing in Minecraft is when I cast this out, if I cast it up just somewhere around near the top here, Minecraft will think that I'm hitting the door, which it'll open the door, but then what'll happen is then it'll see the note block and it'll think that I'm hitting the note block. And so instead of closing the door or ending the fishing, my fishing will just happen and I'll keep throwing it at the note block. Now, I left the block off the top so you can hear the note block as we do this. So you'll see that I'll just kind of sit there, and as I catch something, it'll just reset, and I don't have to worry about doing anything other than just holding the button down. So I'm going to find that sweet spot, and let's just see here. So there we go. So see, I just keep hitting that note block, but my fishing is happening. So the minute I catch something, everything will reset, the door will close and make me recast my line, but whatever I caught will go down to the hopper and into the chest. So let's just wait and we'll see. And I'll put something on top of the note block soon because the music does get a little annoying fairly quickly. There we go. And you saw, I haven't done anything. I've left my finger on the button to keep casting my rod. But Minecraft thinks I'm hitting the note block, but it also sees that I'm fishing, and the fishing just happens. And so when you catch something, that thing popping up is what hits the tripwire, which then closes the door, which resets me to cast. Right? And so I can sit here all day and keep on fishing. And in doing this, here, so if we cast off there we go. So we stop that. So what you end up doing is I'm playing on the computer right now, so I use the mouse and the keyboard. So what I can do is I can remap normally the mouse button that would throw the fishing line. I could map that to a key on my keyboard, and then I can set something on that key and just have that fish. And then I could walk away and just let this go. And then when I come back, well, apart from the creepy crawlies coming out, so I could build up a little enclosure to keep myself safe, but I could just sit there and let it fish and fish and fish, and when I come back, my chest will be full of goodies. So, I've done that a couple times. Let's just see what I happen to catch. And as you see, we've caught a couple fish. So if I keep doing this, eventually I will start getting name tags. I'll get other fishing rods that might let me fish better, get better loot or fish more efficiently or quicker. I'll find enchanted bows. I'll find enchantment books that I can use on items, like on my equipment, on my weapons, that kind of thing. So there's lots of neat stuff. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just do a little fishing. I'll end up fast forwarding the video, and then we'll see how much stuff I was able to get. And so right now, as we see, we have a 1 pufferfish and 1 raw fish. So that's our starting point. Let's get this going. I'll let it go for a little bit, and then we'll see what we catch. Okay, hi, welcome back. We've done a bit of fishing. I don't want to do too much more, but you get the idea. The other nice thing with fishing, just like with other things in Minecraft, is as you fish, when you get something caught and you bring it in, you get a little bit of experience points to get your levels up, which is really important because I'm going to need those levels to put names on the name tags, because it'll cost me experience or levels to put a name on a name tag. So this fishing will help build that up. So I fished, I think, about 5 or 6 things maybe got caught. I kind of lost count. So let's take a look and see what I got. Oh, remember we had 1 puffer and 1 raw fish? Well, we got 6 salmon, we got 4 of those, and we got 2 more of those. Didn't get any items yet, but that's okay. It'll happen. So you get the idea. So this is... Oh, there we go. This is the fish farm. Woo! Pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. And hopefully we will get some more stuff. So what I'll do is, or between now and the next episode, I'll do a bunch of fishing and hopefully get a bunch of name tags so that we can start naming the villagers. So remember, if you leave some comments down below and give me some ideas for names, those will get used to name the villagers. And hopefully we'll get enough so we can name all the villagers. Then we can start putting doors on all the new buildings and all that kind of stuff. So that'll help us keep track of which villagers are new and which villagers have been here from the beginning. So that's it for today. I just wanted to show you a little bit about that. So hope you have a great time. If you enjoyed this video, please tell your friends, give me a big fat like, and subscribe. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.